everybody. So this is going to be a story time. So before we get into the story time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and alright, let's get into the story. So the story is about I almost lost my baby. So it was my baby, I was 8 weeks pregnant, and that when I almost lost my baby, as I thought about to lose my baby. So I work at this job that I do a whole lot of heavy lifting, I lift in heavy boxes and everything. So I knew some told me to stop doing it, like, hey, you're lifting too much and all that stuff. And I started having light bleeding, just a light regular bleeding, regular pregnancy, light bleeding, and I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think anything alarming at all. So I it's just regular pregnancy symptoms, right? So a few days after that, I started to have a heavy bleeding, and I'm like, okay, that's a little concerning because heavy bleeding in pregnancy is not good. And then I started to have a blood clot come out, and that really freaked me out. So I you know what, I need to go to the ER. And I found out that morning. And the crazy thing kept stopping and going and stopping and going. I thought with MC, it would keep on going. And MC means miscarriage. So it kept going. So I freaked out, and I went to the ER, and of course I had to check in and sit there and wait for them to call my name. And they called my name, and they took my blood. They took my blood and everything, of course, and then I sat down in the waiting room again, and then they called me again, and they put me in a wheelchair. Okay, because wherever I was going was on the other side of the hospital. So they're like, hey, you want to ride down in a wheelchair? I'm like, sure. And there was this big room that looked like an ultrasound, a regular doctor's office that has an ultrasound room, and told me to strip and get on the I don't know what you call them, the sternums or something, So after that, they had a little wand. It looks like a little wand, and it's sticking up your, it was not like a regular ultrasound scan when they scan your stomach. It's a one that they put up your vagina. So they put it up there, and I saw my baby. My baby was kicking and moving around and all that stuff, and I was so happy that my baby was okay. But I didn't understand why I was bleeding like that and why I had a blood clot come out. So it's they said a bit, After that, I went to the waiting room again, and then they called me back again and said, the baby is okay, the baby's fine, you're doing all right. The baby's okay. The sac is fine and everything. So I was relieved about that, but I still, in the back of my mind, wonder why I bleed like that. So, of course, I was like there for 5 hours. Like it was like the longest stay in the hospital I ever had. After that, I went right back to the waiting room until they tell me to go to this other room and, you know, sit to get discharged or whatever. And I was discharged, but I was so hungry, y'all. Like I didn't eat all day that day, and I was very hungry because I didn't eat all day because I was like so worried at what's going on with my body. Like I didn't understand why I was bleeding like that. But it was the grace of God. He like really saved my baby because I thought something was going on. I should have asked them why I was bleeding like that because I didn't understand it. It could have been like leftover blood from my period or whatever it could be. I was very stressed and I was like doing heavy lifting and all that stuff combined together, I believe caused me to really bleed like that. So right now my baby's fine. I am like 13 weeks pregnant and I have a little bunny bump and everything. So I really, really relieved that my baby's okay. I didn't even think about myself. I was really worried about my baby. So I will go to the doctor's appointment this Friday to see the baby again on ultrasound. So I know my baby's bigger now. I think soon I'm gonna see what the ginger is soon. That was the story of. It's a short story, but it was my story of almost lost my baby. Like I was really hurt. I never had that happen before with my first pregnancy. I had like regular pregnancy symptoms where I had light bleeding and it was fine. But this one was so different. So I hope y'all enjoy my story and I want to thank y'all. Thanks for watching.